Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Lisa Crow, also known as Wee Crafty Crow. I am a certified Zentangle teacher and today I'm going to teach you a lovely Christmassy festive looking star tangle. It's a tangle that was deconstructed by somebody called Wanphai Nongrum. I think that's how you pronounce the name. And I'm just going to get in. You can do, depending on your personal preference, you could just go in and put a string in with pencil first, but I'm going to come in with my pen straight away. I'm using a gold pen today. It's apparently, I say apparently, obviously they're not going to make it up, but it's pigment ink. So that should be kind of quite durable and lasting. So as you see here, I've got a line diagonally across my tile. It's not going right out to the corners. And I'm just going to cross that line with another one. And then we want to have other lines in the middle here that dissect those diagonal lines. I don't know if that's the right way to describe that. They're just in the centre of those diagonal lines. And then the idea of this one is you just go around repeating steps either side and you create a really lovely looking Christmassy star. So you could, depending on your personal preference, you could have your star peaks points be wider out. I'm going to have them so that they're maybe about a third of the length of this line. And, you know, maybe your tangle isn't going to be perfect, but that does not matter, as you most likely know by now if you follow me. It's all part of the charm of Zentangle. And just to mention, I don't know if you'll be able to tell proportion just from watching a video, but this tile that I'm drawing on today, I was cutting up, I was selling some packs of starter kits this week, and I had some ends of paper that weren't quite big enough for making other tiles. They're just kind of smaller tiles that I've made. So I think this is about 3 inches square, just in case you want to do this the same size on your own. But obviously work with whatever you have and it will be great. So now that we've come out of the right hand side of each of those original compass points, we're going to repeat this step except almost mirror it, but the previous lines will stop it from being the same length as the line next to it. This is one of those tangles where you can kind of stop wherever you want. I don't know that layering is the right way to describe this tangle, but you know, going round, each round you can stop at any point. I mean, that's quite nice in itself, quite like that. I think I'm going to go round at least once more. It's just kind of nice to get in a rhythm of going round all the right, turning the tile as you go, and then going round all the left. But obviously the further that you go round, adding more to either side of the star, it loses the pointiness and it becomes, square is not obviously the right word, but it just changes the look a little bit. I am going to go just with that. I had done one before that was a few points on the star, 4 points on the star, but I'm just going to stop it here. I think I quite like the way that that's looking just now. And today I'm coming in with a pencil that's a Staedtler, whatever you call that brand. It's a metallic range, and these ones are gold. This one that I'm using just now is gold. So I'm using this. I'm not going to do any fancy blending or anything like that today. I'm just going into every point of this middle star, the first star if you like, all the way around. So this is a stage of this tangle where you could just decide to stop, you know, before adding any colour. You could just add some shade and just leave it at that point. It is entirely up to you. So it's quite surreal to think that this video, because of the fact that I post my videos on YouTube every Wednesday, if you're watching this on the day that it goes out, which possibly you won't be because it will be Christmas Day, if you do watch it on the day that it goes live, then happy Christmas. But I don't know, if you're like me, you'll probably just be spending time with your family. So I've gone round in gold in that original star, as you can see, and then each of these points now has one point either side of it. So I'm going to go in with some silver pencil in all the other points. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking maybe it might have been nicer to do silver just on one side of the stars, or to leave the silver out, because perhaps this is starting to get a little bit dark now. But that's part of the fun of Zentangle, is just exploring things and trying things on for size, because then the next time that you try the tangle, you'll kind of do it a different way, put a different spin on it. And every tangle that you create is going to look different every time anyway. And then this last one here. So then if you want to add some shade to this, what I would suggest is to go around the right hand sides of each of those points and just add some graphite in there. I'm just keeping this star very simple and straightforward today, but you also have the option, if you wanted to go in and add some filler tangles. Like, you could put some orbs into the centres of those points, into some of the points, not all of them, just so many different variations of things that you can try. I just quite like the rhythm that we get into with this one. And see, already that's added quite a bit of dimension. I'm going to come in on the other side of each of these points now. And this will create even more dimension than we've just created. Just coming in again with the blending stump, smoothing out your pencil ends. And you can see how quickly and easily we've created this lovely little festive looking star. It's really, really nice to draw this one. I am going to add on some of these points underneath. I'm going to add a little bit of graphite just to create a sense of some shadow. I'm not going to go on all of the points. You could go around with graphite on every single point if you wanted to. It's your tile after all, but I'm just personally choosing just to go on some of them. There's not really any consistency even necessarily. I'm just fairly randomly picking where I'm going to put that graphite down. It just lifts that up from the paper just enough that it creates an illusion that it's a bit more 3D. So one more thing I'm going to do before adding my chop. This is completely, you know, optional. You don't have to do this. But I'm going to add some Talons Effect liner. So as you can see, this is Pearl Gold. And you want to be quite gentle with this. Otherwise, you might end up getting too much coming out. You could decide to put some of this in each of your points. I think I'm just going to go in the very centre of my star. And then once I've done that, I'm going to add my chop. And today I'm going to add my chop actually onto one of these points on the star. So there we have it. That is Spiteria. I hope you like this one. I've certainly had fun creating it. So thanks for following along. If you have done, please share any completed tangles that you do as a result of this video. I hope to see you at another video soon. And if you would like to stay tuned and kept informed of any videos that I have released, be sure to subscribe. I very much appreciate it, but it also means that you don't miss out on anything that I release. I do release a video once a week, usually on a Wednesday morning. And I recently got to 150 subscribers. I think as I film, I think it's at 153. And I appreciate each and every single subscribe. I really, really do. I'm just wanting to grow this channel as much as I can. Obviously, it goes without saying, I suppose. So any support that I've been given or I'm going to receive in the future, thank you so much for that. If you are watching this in the run-up to Christmas, on Christmas Day, happy Christmas. I hope Santa's been good to you. And yeah, I'll hear from you in the new year, hopefully. Thanks again. Bye.